So one of the reasons people are shy away from having conversations, especially with people they know or colleagues that they know have or family members that have very different views than they do, because can get very passionate. People can get angry. They can feel threatened. It doesn't matter what side of the political issue you're on. When it feels like someone doesn't is disrespecting you, or they don't understand your point of view, it can feel dismissive. So emotions rise quickly, and I think that's what we're seeing with all the polarization and labeling the other person as, wrong or stupid or evil or having terrible agendas behind it. The whole point of this, again, is to recognize that those kind of emotional reactions are part of being human, and that we also have the ability to see that we're getting angry and to step away from it and say, understand getting really angry and really passionate is part of being human, but also noting, can I reel it in so I can listen to the other person? It's not about changing them. It's not about you giving up what you think, feel, and value. It is about hearing the other person and looking for common ground. If emotions get too intense and it looks like it may go down, it's rising too quickly, backing off from the conversation and maybe approaching it again later, just acknowledging, I think, that, this is getting pretty distressing, but kudos to both of you, or kudos to the group trying to have the conversation, and just say this is a time to take a break. And we'll come back when we've had a chance to kind of process how we think about this, and maybe approach the conversation another time.
One thing that happens sometimes when you're listening to someone and you're looking for an element that you can agree with, that may not always happen. You may find that you have nothing in common with that person's perspective. That's okay, that sometimes happens. Only state agreements if it's really true, if you can find something there. If it isn't, there are other things you could do. For instance, you might acknowledge their passion on the topic and appreciate that. You might also admit to some limitations or weaknesses on your side, or your party's or ideology's side, acknowledge that. And that's another way to kind of improve that sense of rapport and empathy where you otherwise don't have any agreements.